On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe joins from the sideline with an injury report.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the #1 offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Guys?
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. And the Vols headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Looking for space. It's Blaylock. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Right back to the well. Defense all over him.
And you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Off play action. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Uh-oh, look out! And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Right side, it's Jackson. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The handoff. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking for a crease. It's Bishop. Got him right there.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That delay of game penalty pushes the offense back even closer to its own end zone. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Looking for space. It's Blaylock. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires on the move. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking long. Makes a deep grab. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. The Sooners have this offense rolling. Looking for the edge. It's Bryant. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Walker. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the right side. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Long way to go on second down. They want to throw it. Out wide right, it's Bishop. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
There's some room. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
And guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Holds on. It's Gilbert. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
From the gun, it's Bishop. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bryant. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Wants to throw one first. They'll run the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. There he goes. The 50. The 40. The 30. The 10. And he scores! Touchdown Sooners!
And man, what a game-changing type play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
Number 19, set to kick this one.
On the return, it's Dodson. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Second down, gonna throw it. Makes the catch. It's Bishop. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grab behind the line. It's Bishop. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of
looking to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Gonna run it. It's Blaylock. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll ride him again. breaks the tackle. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on first down from the 40. Handoff to the lone back. Runs through the tackle. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Takes a shot at the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Just a little too much there. A little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Three yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. The run to the right. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Follows his blocks. It's Bishop. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll give it to Hardy. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Georgia taking on the NC State Wolfpack. And it's Georgia who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Not much went right in the first half, hoping for better things as they start this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and you've got to put that first half behind us. This offense has proven they're better than 3 points in the first half. Now, put this drive together, build some momentum, and let's see where this game can go.
But if you're on defense, keep the pedal to the metal. Stay aggressive. Everything you did in that first half worked perfectly. Let's continue that trend here in the second half.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. On the move, it's Bishop. Nowhere to go.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Dangerous throw there that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And the Vols are flying down the field. Running to the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to them again?
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Bishop. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Snapped it in the shotgun. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Caught. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this 3rd quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down.
The Vols trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready. Where did he go?
Going to the run, it's Bishop. Touchdown, Volunteer! They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Coming out with it, it's Bryant. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. There's a crease. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to ride this running back. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fighting off the defender. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Extending the play. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Finds a crease. It's Blaylock. Plows through the defense. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. In the red area, it's Blaylock. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Finds the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. You
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Takes the handoff. It's Blaylock. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
On the draw, it's Bryant. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in the...
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Out wide left, it's Carry-On. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things.
Snags it, and there's running room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things, because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Shoots it to the left. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Unleashes one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Second down to the air. Looking for the score. Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Play action on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Right side, it's Gilbert. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Oh, pressure's coming. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it way down the field. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. And a short run there, and that'll end it. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job on this team being ready, getting the W.